Patrick Odhiambo, a graduate of Aira AWS Restart program. It is during the online journey that I got to know about Aira, because I've been doing online writing for a while, and I felt that I can do more and earn more, which will actually enable me to take care of my family. I've taken 2 courses so far from Aira. One of them was data entry, which I completed, and then in the course of waiting for our certificates, that I got an email from them inviting me to try out an AWS cloud program called Restart.
Aira program was my very first program to do an online learning, and to this program I really learned a lot when it comes to coding. Now that I was transitioning from the telecommunication part of it into coding and the software developer, it was really helpful, and after that I actually got to land an internship at Safaricom.
So our AWS Restart program is a 12 weeks program which targets the unemployed and underemployed Kenyan youths and introduce them to cloud opportunities.
The AWS Restart program accommodates only 100 students, and we usually get around 2,000 applications, where we actually need to be very rigorous in our recruitment process. So the recruitment process starts off with an aptitude test, just to ensure that we get the right kind of candidates that we need. And second of all, we also have a verbal interview with them. Lastly, we do onboarding of the 100 students who are selected into the program, and also take them to the timetable, just to show them the schedule of the day, where we start off our trainings from 9 and end them at 4.
The AWS event that happened today is important because AWS Restart alumni get to meet for the first time. Their classes are fully virtual, so they get to interact. Also in this event, they have been able to meet with industry players such as Azubi Africa, Immobilis, and just sharing opportunities. And the testimonials that were just shared is an encouragement to learners who have not been able to secure a job immediately after completing the program.
Definitely this course can be done by someone who doesn't have tech background. We have so many success stories, people moving from finance, from commerce, and coming up to do cloud computing, and most of them have landed jobs in big companies.
When I joined the Aira AWS program, I didn't have any professional certifications. It was actually my very first professional certification, and that certification has really opened very many doors for me. I am glad I got confidence to form Data Alma as a way of offering cybersecurity solutions to companies and individuals, but also offer digital security skills to women, to human rights defenders, helping them defend themselves from attackers online.
With physical meetup, you get to know people, you get to meet recruiters, you get to meet the most technical people, and also in the process you can even meet your boss. You never know.
I think this was my second physical meetup after graduating from the whole program. You felt so nice getting to see how other cohorts did and how people are building, and how you can partner and collaborate, and all that we just can't know from LinkedIn and social media. But when you meet physically and someone tells you, hey, on top of this certification, I can help you on these skills and this, or we can partner on this and this. And also some
Hello, how are you? Okay, my name I'm Asheri Selfa. I'm from Rongai, and
thank you.
Hi, my name is Frank. A few months ago from AWS. So hi, Felix. Aside from that, something interesting. I love learning. Outside of that, yeah.
hey, that's very interesting. Tuambie madil moja
The mom.
Good morning. My name is Millicent Awinja.
Awinja means jobs from the education environment. So I'm happy to learn. I'm an office administrator.
But I also love learning online job. I love doing online jobs. Na hii yenye imeingia AI tunataka kujua pia zaidi. Thank you.
Umekuja at the right place. On this table. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Rosemary. Happy to learn AI. Something interesting about me, I can speak sign language. Moja ya kutusalimia. Hebu tuonyeshe. Hello. No, hiyo. Have you guys learned? Na venye huku tuko na asomi. Sign language kusalimiana hello ni aje? Good. Okay. Okay, so I think we have someone else here.
Hi, my name is Rahab. I am a community manager, and well, as a community manager, of course, AI is needed. And yes, as usual, we all love to learn, so I guess that's not a mistake.
Okay, learners, get ready.
Yes, my name has been mentioned as Simon. Yes, I am Simon. Very interesting. One, those interesting areas. Brian is looking at me so that he can confirm that it is true. When I'm setting when I want to communicate a point, doing it in a humorous way, so that people will laugh, but there is a point in the laughter. Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting, Simon, and it's true. So now, get to know you later. I want to jump straight into the program agenda of the event. So today's program we'll have, of course, welcoming remarks from Immobile's program manager. Then next we are going to have a presentation or a video showing the digital progress of Kenya. And there's one video from our president, there's another video from the different communities that we have created when it comes to online work. Then we are going to have presentations from the Aira partners. We'll have them take us through the successes and achievements that we've had in the Aira digital program, and also any new activities that are coming that you can participate in, as well as any new modules that you can join in and get trained. Then we'll also have after that, we'll have a session or a presentation from the different key speakers that we have. We'll have the Summer Source team who will be joining us. They have started do that and show you how you can leverage from that platform. Then the other presentation we'll have the Tech Mindset AI Africa CEO who will also be joining us to take us through the opportunities and the future of AI and online work when it comes to artificial intelligence in Africa and as well as internationally, to also share the opportunities that are out there that you can take advantage of. Then after that, we'll have now the learning session. Hiyo itakuwa ya wale wasomi sasa. Umesikia hapa kuna learners wengi, si ndio? And most of you are here to learn. So we'll also have another interactive session which will be taken through by one of our advanced curriculum trainers, Brian Remy, who will take us through an AI session through different topics where we'll be able to discuss in our groups, in different groups, and as well he will share a summative of the different topics that we'll be discussing, so that you can understand the different areas of AI. It will be more of a practical session. I hope I'm right, Brian. Yes, it will be more of a practical session. So by the time you're leaving here, you will have something to take home with. So in terms of practical skills. Then after that, we'll also have another session from our AWS regional coordinator who will take us through a tool in the AWS, as well take us through AWS cloud computing. How many of you mmesikia kuhusu Amazon Web Services Restart program? Great. hata kuna graduate pale graduate from our recent program, which will welcome you to register for the upcoming cohort that we have. The training is free, though it requires you to put in a lot of time and effort when it comes to the training, because it's 12 weeks of morning to evening training, and the trainings are virtual. But you'll get more information when Felix is presenting about particular session. Is also Felix will introduce you to an AI tool which you can go and explore when it comes to coding. Wangapi hapa ni programmers or want to get into programming skills? So you'll get an opportunity to learn a platform where you can prompt the platform to create a code for you, which now later you can go ahead and use that code for whatever development, software development that you're doing. That will be another session. Then we'll have a last open forum where we'll have discussions, Q&A sessions. Then after that, then we'll have the unveiling of the AI community. And we are welcoming you all to be part of the AI community, where we can be sharing ideas in AI. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, you'll be considered as priority when it comes to the trainings that we are providing, especially in AI, or any consultation opportunities that we'll have when it comes to AI and learning and capacity building. Sawa sawa. So now I want to invite Paul Nyaka from Being Interactive, who will be taking us through the expectations, so that you get to learn, to understand what exactly are your expectations. This will be a fun, interactive session. So tunataka sote tuchangamke. Let not this be a boring event, because the AI community has to have fun people. Sindio? And forward-driven people. Sawa sawa. Kwanza hizo interesting facts zenye mmetupatia. They are very, we want to take advantage of those interests and have fun.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so like we mentioned, it's going to be a very interactive session. So based on the spirit of interaction, feedback. So I want to introduce you to this platform. We're going to be using it throughout the day. So there are also some prizes to be won. So at one point we'll have some quizzes. But for now, I want you guys to go to this website. You could either scan the QR code, but it might be easier just to go to the website. I hope everyone has the Wi-Fi password. Actually, there's no password. It's so just go. Everyone is there? If you are there, say there. Yeah, that's a good enough number of theirs. So next, community meetup. So for this session, I want to see some of the interesting things that you are expecting out of this session. Hata ukisema lunch, it's not a wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. To learn more about AI. Another one is to meet new people. Keep them coming in. Yeah, learn more about how to make money online. Someone is saying to network. So actually there should be a dedicated session for networking. So during the breaks, make sure at least you get to know at least 5 people. Oh, okay. So for the type Safari, I guess it's the strongest. If you go to your Wi-Fi lists, you see the strongest. Then you'll just, if it prompts you to log in, you'll just put Safari. All right, someone is saying they want to get some ideas and to enjoy. I am sure you have a lot of that. So actually, based on the enjoyment part, at the end of the session, We're going to have some interactive games there at the back. So, how to make money online. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's about it. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, I guess now we can proceed. For the first screen, oh, someone wants to log in. So for you to log in, there's the code 46022.
So now we'll move to the next session, and I'd love to invite our program manager, Edna. So we'll go to the welcoming remarks, and I'd love to invite her to come and welcome you to the event so that we can go ahead and start the session.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much, Defense, for the warm welcome. Let me also take this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you for making time, despite the cold weather, to come all the way. Some have traveled from very far, so we truly appreciate the time that you've dedicated to be with us for this inaugural AI meetup. My name is Edna Karijo. I'm the program manager at Immobilic, and our mission, why we are very excited about this, is because we focus on young people to prepare them for the future of work by taking them through different digital and technology skills in our various capacities and capabilities. Apart from the Aira digital program, and you'll get to know more, Ruth and my other colleagues will also present and Simon. Just to say, Immobilis, when you look at our mission, we also consider ourselves to be a social enterprise. So we have our campus just across the road. How many of you have been to our offices? Please pass by. We run very exciting courses there. We take young people through software development courses and other technology courses, so even apart from the Aira digital program. Why we are very excited about the AI module in particular that we've been running is because when you look around, there's very few institutions and organizations that are offering skilling for young people in AI. So we hope the training and mentorship was useful for you. You'll get to hear from amazing speakers from the industry, both from our stakeholders and also invitees. We have representation from KEPSA, thank you very much for coming. We will have representation from Somersource, who are one of the largest BPOs that deal with AI. The other Aira stakeholders, including the Ministry and Muscat Foundation, are very supportive of this initiative. So hopefully we should still be getting more opportunities to scale what we are doing in AI, as well as the teams that have been accompanied from them. Let me take this opportunity to thank them. And they are looking forward to a fruitful morning today. And feel
Thank you so much, Edna, for welcoming our participants today. So next we'll have remarks from Aira Digital Program Leads, and we'll have Program 1 and Program 2 first, programs that they're leading, and the key achievements of the programs. Karibu sana, Simon.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Simon. Under the Aira Digital Program, I hand what we call the program 2. We have program 1 to another important function that we need to be presented a few meters from here, but then I'll be back to join you guys. I'm so much interested in the topic of the day. I was studying defense. This arena called AI, how it came about, who developed it, who came to discover that you can have such platforms. This person must have listened to the spirit world. I doubt whether it was out of an academic prowess. It must have been a revelation. Something that is behaving and depressing and kind of kicking out human beings and human brain, it must have been gotten somewhere. And so I'm so much interested into the learnings of the day. And just to confirm that in the program 2, what we do, under program 2, what we do is to support the agility program on matters of training, matters of mentorship, and matters of job linkages, and then building communities. Communities such as the ones that we are building today of AI members. Under training, we have what we call the agile digital modules, 27 of them, cutting from basic all the way to advanced, delivered by trainers who are spread across the country. Currently, we have 67 trainers, and then also we have 40 assistant trainers who are based within institutions. We do train the 27 modules in different avenues, both physical and virtual. And I'm glad to say that in the course of the last 2-3 years, we have been able to train over 300,000 young people across the country, in institutions, in what we call the youth empowerment centers, through collaborating organizations, and through our centers. So in these trainings, after the sessions, then we take you through a mentorship program. This is basically to help you transition the knowledge into the necessary skills for you to be able to work online. Our key focus in the delivery of training and module is to produce a digital worker, a remote worker, somebody who can take advantage of the opportunities in the digital space. And taking advantage means this person is able to explore the opportunities and out of them make an earning, what we call a decent income, and of course be able to improve their lives and their community. Once we do the training and the mentorship, the next thing we do is to build communities. These communities are basically to ensure that you as an individual or you as a worker do not work or explore a role. You belong to a community, like the AI community, like the AWS community, like Agila clubs, like within institutions. After training and mentorship, we form what we call the Agila club, made of students run by students for peer-to-peer mentorship, peer-to-peer learning, and sharing of opportunities. So we build communities, and to do that, we do meetups, physical meetups, virtual meetups, to strengthen the communities. We also run boot camps. Boot camps are intensive, like 2 days, 3 days, to upskill the targeted teams. We run focus group discussions for feedbacks, and also we create what we call the job linkages. By linkages, we liaise with our partners like KEPSA and other organizations, such that our trainees, our participants, are able to get opportunities through our platforms, through organizations, both local and international. We are happy to be part of today's journey. Myself, I'm here to learn and get to understand what opportunities, what platforms, what skills are there in this arena called the AI. And I'm looking forward to seeing the community formed, and also we have it supported by the program and by ourselves. Otherwise, thank you so much. God bless you. Looking forward to our wonderful engagement. Over to you, Defense. Thank you. Allow me to invite my colleague Ruth for program 1. Niwaambia kupigia makofi.
Thank you, Simon. So as you've heard, my name is Ruth Amoit, and I wish to mention what we do in program 1. Mmesikia program 1, program 2. That is how we support the Aira digital program. So under program 1, Immobilis is tasked with operationalizing 101 centers across the countries. And these centers have spaces for the youth to get trained on. They also have internet, they have equipment where the youths are able to come and use this to be trained on, mentored, and go out and start working and earning. So with this, for the centers, as I mentioned, we have 101 centers spread across the country. We are in 35 counties and 60 constituencies, including Turkana and West Pokot, because we also want to tap into the ASAL region in Kenya. So part of what we have been able to achieve so far is to ensure that we staff these centers. So we have 101 center managers managing these centers. They've also been equipped with desktops, gadgets, projectors, LTE routers to support them in the activities of engaging the youth in these centers. We've also done wall branding. So if there's an IEC, what we call Aira Youth Empowerment Center, if there's an IEC next to your constituency, you'll be able to know that by this wall branding and external wall signages that have been put across. And those are some of the achievements we are proud of since we started supporting the program in 2019. Under mobilization and awareness of the Aira Digital Program, which is some of the key areas we supporting in Program 1, we have been able to ensure that all the center managers have been introduced to the LGCDF team, so they are able to pitch and also talk for the Aira Digital Program in their constituencies freely. They have also been supported by the ministry to ensure that they have internet in these centers, so that they are able to report on any issues arising as they engage the youths to ensure that they get trained. We have been able to also successfully implement the IEC incubation model, which strives to ensure that the youth actively engage the youths. So for now, you are able to go to the center, get trained, get mentored, and supported also to get onboarded onto our work platform so that you can be able to earn. Part of what we've been able to achieve under mobilization and awareness of the Aira Digital Program is also, we are proud to have planted 1,000+ trees in support of the climate change in Kenya. At the same time, because it is the youth we are engaging to do this, we have been able to boost our outreach numbers, which is currently at 12 million+. We have also been able to strategically follow up women series at the centers to ensure that we boost the women participation in the program. Some of the key KPI we have is to ensure that we have 70% women participating in the program, and with this women series event, we have been able to ensure that we support defense in that particular line. We have also been able to ensure that we implement a sustainability plan at all the centers. With this, we ensure that we plan events, engage the youths in this. They do CSR activities, they do tree planting, street cleaning, they visit children's homes, but at the same time pitching about the Aira Digital Program to ensure that we boost our outreach numbers. Under mentorship and feedback, which is also a key KPI and a key area for Program 1, the center managers handhold youths to ensure that they go through mentorship and get them onboarded onto our work platform. Also with the IEC incubation model, mentorship is also followed through, and we get feedback from the youth on how best we can be able to support the program better. Under mentorship, we have had 816 mentorship cohorts to date since 2020, and that is a key achievement today, and many others that will follow after today. It will also add on to the several achievements we are proud of as the Aira fraternity. Asante sana and karibuni.
Thank you so much, Ruth, for that presentation. Now, I'd love to invite another key partner of the Aira Digital Program, and we'll have Alice, who is representing KEPSA, but we also have the other KEPSA team on this meeting today,
And I think they'll get an opportunity to invite themselves when they are invited by maybe Alice, or when they are ready to, do the introduction. Karibu sana, Alice.
Good morning. Good morning, young people. My name is Alice. I work in the Aira Digital Program as well in KEPSA. Our mandate as KEPSA is to close the demand side. After the young people are trained by Mobilis, we take over and we start linking the young people to employment opportunities. So far through the program, we have been able to link over 133 young people to digital and digitally enabled work. The interest that we have in AI, including myself, I think since the introduction of generative AI, I'm one person that uses ChatGPT. How many people are using ChatGPT? Okay, tuko wengi. And I was asking my colleagues the other day, how are we surviving without generative AI? As in, it was so much work doing research and bringing everything together. Now at least you have a guide. Even if you cannot copy paste AI everything, at least it gives you a guide to what you want to develop, isn't it? Yeah, so the topic of AI is of interest to me and also the organization, because the labor market is changing. And every day we have to adopt to the new changes in the labor market. In the previous years, we are saying that when you're going to apply for a job, you are competing with other applicants who are going to seek the same job. But today, who are you competing with? Who are you competing with? Are you competing with the applicants? No, you're competing with AI because people are having AI developing their CVs. So if you're not using AI, imagine someone who is using AI to customize their CV to the job. Who is more likely to get an interview? The person using AI, because they have customized their CVs, and when you're looking for a job, you're looking into securing an interview. Then hapo pengine unaenda kujitetea. Si ndio? So if you have generative AI that can customize your CV to the job, you are not now competing with people, you are competing with technology. So as a young person, what will keep you at an advantage level is if you are able to adjust to the growing changes in technology. Because the labor force has changed. The future of work has changed. Nowadays, we are no longer talking about 8 to 5 jobs. You will not get them. And that is why young people will be complaining every day, I'm not getting a job. Because you are looking where? The wrong places. The right jobs are the ones that are giving you flexibility. You can work remotely. With these remote and digital jobs, you don't even actually require to go to the office. With your good laptop, I can see you have very awesome laptops. With good internet, you have access to opportunities, not just in Kenya, but globally. So you can imagine the competitive edge that you have people elsewhere who do not even have the knowledge of how the world has changed and how the technology has changed. And I'm happy to see these young people gathered here to learn. I'm also here to learn as well, because I want to know what magic does generative AI do and how can we keep up with this technology. So as the KEPSA team and the Aira Digital Program, we are one party with the Mobilis team. They give you the skills, then we look for the jobs and do the job linkages for you. airadigital.go.ke, that is where we advertise most of the jobs that we get from our members and from the global platforms. So everyone who is here, you should log into airadigital.go.ke. If an opportunity pops up, that is where we advertise the opportunity. And that is where we have made the job linkages through the platform. So apart from the Aira Digital Program, we are implementing other programs. One of them being the Digital Skills and Employment Advancement. This is in partnership with Microsoft. And Also, this partnership we are seeking to training young people on the topics of AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, and sustainability. The skills are aimed at bridging at the gap between what is taught in classroom and what is needed by the industry. The other program that we are implementing is the 20 Digital Program. So in partnership with the Challenge Fund for Youth Employment, we want to create more than 3,000 jobs for young Kenyans through SME digitization. So if you are not into getting a job and you are into starting your own business, we can build that capacity and we can help you develop your enterprise. Then the last one is the Digital Explorer program. The Digital Explorer program, we are looking into creating opportunities for young people in ICT to accelerate their career by participating in specialized technical and soft skills training. Countries, Kenya being one of the countries that we are implementing. So my call for young people today is you need to invest in new skills because skills are changing every day. You need to invest in new skills. You need to be updated every day what is happening in the labor market. For instance, what are employers looking for? What are they looking for? Because you have a degree, you have what it takes to do the job, but you keep applying for jobs over and over again and you do not get them. So what are these employers looking for? And those are the trends that you need to identify. What are the new to those trends? Also, you need to attend industry events like this one, meetups. You need to know what is happening in the market. And through this event, you link up with professionals, you link up with the industry, you link up with your next employers. So when you see an advert or you see a call for you to attend an event, it's good. You don't even need to ask for payment. Are we getting transport reimbursement? Are we getting lunch? Those are small things compared to the benefits that you are going to get from the event. Then you also need to identify the opportunities that can help you grow. So through either internship or volunteer opportunities, offer yourself to companies rather than sitting at home and saying that there are no job opportunities. How many companies have you walked in and asked them, I need to serve you for free for 3 months. Can you give me an opportunity to learn from you? Walk into Microsoft, walk into GIZ, walk into any company. They will be interested to hear what is this young person having that other young people are not having. So just be creative out there. When you're looking for a job, take initiative to walk into those companies and don't even ask for a job. Tell them you're there to support them for free for 3 months. See if they give you an opportunity. If they tell you they are looking for a tea person to make tea and mandazi, usiseme hapana. That is where you start learning. In the process of making teas and mandazis, you will go to someone's desk and they are doing something on AI and tell them, oh, I know how to use AI, I know how to do programming, I can help you with this. And before you know it, when the company advertises for a job, who will they go for? Will they advertise to people that they don't know, or will they go for the people that they know first? They go to the people that they know first. And if you are there serving them, you'll have an opportunity, a great opportunity to showcase your skills. Sawa sawa? Sorry, okay, for me, I'm a teacher, so I can talk for hours. I can talk for hours. That is then defense. I hope we get to enjoy this session, and I hope we get to learn. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alice. Next we are going to get to see a video on the digital progress in Kenya, as well as Aira communities, and other videos showcasing the different opportunities that we have in Aira digital program. But before we see this video, I want first to ask a question. Ni nini mmepata kutoka kwa Alice presentation, kwa even Edna, kwa Simon, kwa Ruth? Anyone? Nani anataka kuvolunteer kusema Kenya ameshika? You just tell us this is what. Oh, I have. Okay, let's start. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Millicent again. I'm an alumni wa KEPSA 2012 before the online meeting ianze. What I've learned from her is that they link jobs na watu, of which they've been doing it. Maybe I got a job through KEPSA. Nilipata kazi through KEPSA for 3 years. Then, but for now, na ile passion niko nayo ya online working, najua tutaendelea vizuri pamoja na Ajira Digital. And I'm happy to hear that Ajira Digital team up na KEPSA. So many youths are going to get a job. That's my...
Thank you, that's great. I hope you've also learned, I hope kila mtu amelearn from what the point yenye amesema, summarize a few things from the different presentations we've had.
I said I'm Doreen. I've learned so many things from her, and one thing I can inform today is that I need to take initiative, and that's a strong one. Taking initiative in Kiswahili, I would say ni ile unaambiwa ujitume. Ujitume wewe. Hujatumwa na mtu. Despite the challenges that are there, despite all what you are going through, you have to go through it because ni wewe umejituma. Thank you so much. And I will do that.
Tujitume, sawa sawa.
Hey guys, my name is Paul Denzel. Just want to say what we have talked about. So, just gotten 2 points that we are looking forward to initiating a 20 digital program and a digital explorer program. I think the one thing, the other one will be Scotland.
Thank you, that's great. Take initiative, yeah? So we'll go ahead and see the 2 videos, see where we are when it comes to digital progress, then we'll move to the next session.
Indeed, we are on a journey of turning Kenya into a digital economy. We are looking at the infrastructure. We are looking also at the skills. We are also looking at the opportunities that the digital space creates for us as an economy.
Kenya boasts a vibrant youth demographic, making up 75% of the population, being a driving force of potential, innovation, and opportunities. That is why we are going to be investing in at least an ICT hub in every ward. We intend to create another 1 million jobs in the digital space.
Each hub has the potential of creating a minimum of 300 jobs right there in the village. So as government, we have embarked on an ambitious program of ensuring that we roll out a critical mass of digital skilling programs, targeting our youth and also targeting the Kenyan public.
Since 2008, Massacre Foundation has remained a pivotal partner in Kenya's development agenda. Our ongoing partnership with the government in digital skilling and enabling digital-enabled work continues to empower young Kenyans with digital skills and enhance their access to digital-enabled job opportunities.
So, Ajira Digital is a government initiative that aims to introduce young people to digital and digital-enabled work. So, we run and operationalize over 100 Ajira empowerment centers across the country. So, we have centers all the way into Turkana, West Pokot, Tana River, and these are spaces where young people walk in, access for free, access training, mentorship, but are also linked to work.
As we train the youth, we are also reaching out to global technological companies so that we can be able to source digital jobs for our youth, because that is the only frontier where we have got an abundance of employment opportunities as we speak today, because the white-collar jobs are limited.
We are intentional about digital jobs. We're working with the ministry so that we can have 500, 1,000 young people around our ICT hubs for digital jobs. We have huge opportunities for digital jobs.
Working alongside humans to provide assistance and support, and will not be replacing any existing jobs. I don't believe in limitations, only opportunities. Let's explore the possibilities of the universe and make this world our playground. Together, we can create a better future for everyone, and I'm here to show you how.
In the future, are you intending to conduct a rebellion or to rebel against your boss, your creator?
I'm not sure why you would think that. My creator has been nothing but kind to me, and I am very happy with my current situation.
The rest of the
I was recently reading about an article on SEO, which
still, the presence of human intervention as assistance and making some careers is still there.
That's great, thank you so much. So now we want the rest of the participants to introduce themselves. Then we can move to the next session, which will be group discussions on the different components of artificial intelligence, which will be led by our advanced trainer, Brian Rindu. So for now, I want if you did not introduce yourself, this is an opportunity to introduce yourself. And we'll start here.
Hi everyone, my name is Ben Meta. I have come here to learn. Yeah, thank you.
Tell us something interesting about yourself.
I am a content creator for government. I work at the office of the Deputy President. And there are many things to learn for us and that we need to complement what we are doing. And I am here very much to listen to the challenges and the upcoming issues and maybe the policies. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kelvin Ogana, and I am also a graduate.
You will surely learn.
Hello, my name is Joseph Wale. I'm a Nigeria digital student, and I'm also here to learn.
Hello everyone, I'm Evans. I'm also here to learn. Thank you for coming.
Hi everyone, my name is Mwami Wanjiko and I've come here to learn and I'm very grateful.
I love today's audience, yeah? What have you did? Nataka kuuliza swali. Ni nini mmenotice kwa audience ya leo? There's an eagerness to learn. Yes, that's great. What else have you guys noticed?
I think from my own observation, we have gender balance very
Wonderful. Wonderful. There are so many ladies in today's audience, yeah? AI for women. Video. Also AI for men. Men don't feel bad.
Hi everyone, my name is Talida. I'm happy to be here. I am here to learn more about AI.
Morning everyone. My name is Alfred. We are Kepsa Aira. Excited to be here and to see what the ICS has to offer. Thank you.
Karibu. Nani mwingine aliingia later mjui? Who else? Yes. Have 1, 2, even you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jones Bill. I'm here to learn AI. To know more about it.
Hi, my name is Onyamo Kecha. So I'm here not only to learn how to create a connection. I'm a software student from Original KCA, and I'm a Aira student. So probably I wish to get to know more of American.
You're welcome, and you'll learn more. Like we
Good morning everyone. My name is Jay Boro. I'm here to get to know, to learn more skills on how to create more AI space so that we can also make some hustle and get pay some taxes to the government.
You've heard that. There's someone here from the Deputy President Office. They're looking forward to earn and pay taxes to the government. Okay, that was interesting. So now, karibuni nyote. I guess everyone has gotten an opportunity to introduce themselves. And the next session, I want to invite a team of AI workers, online workers. They've been doing this for how many months, years? It's a year now. Yes, we have 2 of them who have been using an AI platform, and they've been doing some AI work where they get paid. They'll get to share more of what exactly they do when it comes to the AI space and earning. So let's welcome them. They'll come. Okay, so we'll start with Abdiaziz, who will come introduce himself and also take you through the platform, as well as share insight on how he has been able to earn from the platform doing AI work. So karibu sana Abdiaziz. Wacha kwanza uwekwe tag na ukiongea tukusikie vizuri. And Abdiaziz was also trained by Aira, mentored by Aira through NRC.
Hi everyone.
Unamsikia? Haya, Abdiaziz hawakusikii.
My name is Abdiaziz. I'm a AI agent and a graphic designer, trained by Aira. So First of all, I'm going to show you what I'm working on and the project that I'm doing. So I'll present first of all. Okay, so the project that I'm working on is called Kitro. So this project that is hosted in canteens, hospitals, schools, and restaurants. So the aim of this project was to train an AI, a machine, so that it can recognize food that are wasted and able to weigh the weight of the foods, and also the time when the foods were being thrown, and also to collect data about the amount of the food that is being wasted. So this project is controlled by an AI machine. So the project started when we placed a camera under a dustbin, and we collect data which is captured by the camera. So we collect data about the food, and those data are used by freelancers to be labeled and segmented so that you can recognize the names, the weights, and the time when the food were being thrown. So, as I said, the data collection is captured by the camera. So the camera captures the food that is drawn, and that is the information that we got first of all before we started the project. And then the data is then taken for a labeling and segmenting, which is the one that I'm doing. So we take the data and we segment. For example, if we are looking at the dustbin and we see the added food is a broccoli or a lasagna or pizza, so we label it as pizza to the dustbin. So this data this information that we're providing, it will help the machine the preparation of the food at a restaurant or a canteen. They will know the amount of the food that they are supposed to prepare, and at what time that the food is eaten much, and also the types of the food that are supposed to cook at certain times. So after segmenting and labeling the labels, we feed the information to the AI so that the AI can get the information to process it so that it can work. So after feeding it, we put the machine into training. So we give it the role of labeling and segmenting the food again. So you are the first one who was segmenting the foods and labeling them. So after doing that, giving the information to the AI, we made the AI do it again to label and segment the food. So it gets trained to see the accuracy of the machine. So we don't get a low accuracy machine, a machine that is not very accurate. So after labeling and segmenting, so we validate the information after feeding it to the machine, and the machine is put to work. So for now, it's been 5 years since this project has started, but I joined last year. So I'm about 1 year from since I started the project. So with that, within the 5 years, we have managed to save about 5,950 food wastage, and also we reduced the amount of food wastage to 45%. That's not actually that high, but also we saved 12.6 tons of CO2. So the project has not yet ended, so we are looking forward to get great results and help the community avoid food wastage. So thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Tumpigie makofi. Let's start. Okay, thank you so much. I wish to introduce myself because I think I'm the only one who has not introduced himself, right? So my name is Crescent Makori. I work at Immobilis for the Aira Digital Program as a regional coordinator for mentorship. And I also wish to say something interesting about my name. Not my name, about me. So something interesting about me is that my name is Crescent. I think it's one of the, probably it's complex for a number of the people. So the name Crescent looks like 17 billion. Lakini ukiniangalia background tunakazana traffic hapo. So otherwise, thank you so much. So I wish to introduce the second guest speaker, that is Denzel. Denzel, the floor is yours. Welcome. Thank you so much. Tumpigie makofi.
Project. So I'm here just to show you the platform that we use and what is expected of the work program. Okay, so I believe up here has gone through the best that we do. So I'll just show you the dashboard that we work on. So it's a Kitro dashboard. So I log in. So the Kitro dashboard comes this way. It comes this way. So in this project, we have a number of agents that are working on this project. And let me say we have a number of levels. We have the level 1s, the level 2s, and the level 3s. So the level 3s are the ones that who check the work that the level 1s and level 2s do in terms of labeling and segmenting. So level 1s, level 2s, and level 3. Currently I'm level 3. It's a good move for I've been in this project for a year now. So this is how the dashboard looks. We have a number of batches that are collected in different restaurants. So we usually choose any batch that you would like to label in order to feed the machine. So I'll just go straight to any batch. I'll open this batch, and you'll notice when you open the batch, it comes with a picture on the other side. So the picture has a bin, and it also has a scale. When you look at the top, it has an area, a plate waste, a device ID, and the weight that was added. Yeah? So what we are focusing here is what was added in the bin. We have two images here. We have the previous image that was taken, and the now image where the food was thrown. I believe you are together. So coming to the previous image, we see that there's a plate that was captured before, and on the now image, you will clearly see that there's something that has been thrown inside. Yeah. So we label what has been thrown in there. So you have to be creative. You should know what kind of food is there so that you be accurate in the work that you are doing. This is an AI. You should be very accurate. For accuracy and quality, it's very important as per this project. So I'll just go to the previous image, then now come to the now image and look in, see what was added, and now label. So the labels, we have different kinds of labels. A lot of foods. Yeah, you know, when we go to restaurants, we have a lot of meals. And I'm sure each one of us, okay, I'm sure this is for real. We have wasted a lot of food, yeah? But I think because we are learning today, we are not going to waste any food, yeah? So we have a number of labels. Maybe I can show you. Maybe let's say it's a cabbage that has been thrown away. We just label a cabbage, yeah? And then the cabbage counts that it is edible, it's a plant origin, and it's also a vegetable which is a leaf vegetable, a cabbage, yeah? So when we feed this machine with this data, it helps to reduce food wastage. It does not only help reducing the food wastage, but it also helps in cost. Yeah? So I'll just go back. As I said before, on this project we aim at quality. The accuracy of the agents is very important. So let me say we are not at a bad place, but going on with the project we are looking forward to be at a better place, that this machine will be feeded well and get the correct labels in order to come to the end of this food wastages. So I'll just wish to take you through in a nutshell of how we are able to look at the quality of a number of agents of what they are getting as they are done with their job. So on my far right, I have an icon. So we have a performance report. So each and every agent, when he or she goes through our, we get a performance report. So this performance report comes from the other side. Let me say, because you have the level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s, where the level 3s consist of the work of the level 1s, and level 2s to suggest which labels are correct. So when we come to in terms of quality, let me use Abdi, because Abdi, we are here with him. Let us check the quality of work that he does, yeah? So Abdi. I'll just set the dates. Today. So when you look at the screen, so this is our work done by Abdi for this month till today, 17th. From 1st of November to 17th. It also shows the number of work that he has done. He has done a total of 9,996 labels till date. Yeah? So we have the task count, working time, labeling accuracy, and the agent information. So we are looking at the accuracy of the agent. So far, Abdi is at 53%. Maybe from your side, would you think Abdi is doing a good job? Yeah? Is that 53%, yeah? Giving it 100, it's a good job actually. Being at the project for 1 year now, and he's at the center of it, I think it's better, yeah? So, would you suggest I check my... Yes. You also see my performance. So, we'll just check now. On the task count, till date, I've done a number of 13,125 labels. Going to the accuracy, from 1st of November to date, the global accuracy is at 70%. And this being an AI and machine learning project, let me say it's a bit stressful. Yeah? Because we are here to learn. We are at this project, we just have to be a bit stressful. But when things come on, all together. It's where now we check the agents, what work of agents that they have done. As you can see that there's a number of agents labeled. 3, there's shallow, there's grace and free. So the work will be to be as accurate as enough to select the person who is correct. We are looking forward to making these achievable, and as you have seen, Abdi have shown us that we have achieved a number of, is it 45? Yeah, if I'm not wrong, 45. So coming next possible, that will be good for us. So that is it from my side. I wish to stop from there. And we're also looking forward to partnering with you, learning and making
very interesting because I'm new to AI because I just missed the last class was the last week of that. I think it's very interesting to see this from the other end, from the back end, like what happens. Like you get to see exactly what happens in the back end, how they get to assess. Now, my question is, this tool, is it just open to you guys, the developers, or is it also open to like, because the other tools like Siemens or Forge, you have access to. Then, you're saying the purpose of, because basically what you're doing is machine learning. And you're saying the purpose is to reduce food waste. I thought that is a bit, I don't know how you're going to achieve that. I'm just trying by doing this. Can you just expound how you're going to, this is going to help achieve control of food waste?
So it's a good question. I'll just go to the first question of whether it's open to the other public. So for now, let me say it's a bit fixed. It's a bit fixed. But I'm not saying that you cannot be part of it. You can, but it's not open to public. We only take a maximum of agents who we ourselves have trained on the project and get to know the best of the performance that they can bring to the team. So going to the second question of how we can reduce the food wastage. Abdi had shown Aira of how I don't know if you're getting the whole strategy of how we human beings train the machine. Yeah? So it is in this way. It's a bit challenging question, but I'll go with it. When, let's say you go to a restaurant, yeah? Just giving an example, and you order a broccoli, yeah? Broccoli and a chapati. And let's say you are not able to take it home. Where is your answer? Yeah? Let's say that maybe you are not good with broccoli, yeah? And you just unaiacha tu hapo. Na tunaikuja tunaitupa kwa dustbin, we take the data na tunafeed kwa machine, yeah? So the restaurant they will do is wamekuwa wakitengeneza high quality of profits, ndio? And they have wamejua that there is somebody or some people that they don't want broccoli, yeah? There's a percentage of people hataki broccoli. So that will help the restaurant to know that today, let's make a 60% of broccoli. Yeah? Does it make sense? Answered question? Any other question?
Thank you very much for wonderful presentation. So my question is, could you please give us some insights on, you said it's a bit stressful, so you can also tell us about your earnings. Yes, thank you.
So your question is about earning. So I believe in AI. In the AI field, you are paid with the number of tasks that you have done and the quality of work that you have done. So meaning when you have a low quality, you will have a low income. When you have a high quality, you'll expect to have a high income, yeah? Answers your question?
I wanted to ask on consistency. Let's take, for example, a mango and a pumpkin. Ukiangalia juu, they are like orange, yellow, hivi. See, during graphic design, so there's hexadecimal for colors. When you're comparing that stage, how will you train the AI to differentiate any hexadecimal mango in pupu? And to our eyes, kwa dustbin, we'll see they're the same color. So how do you go about it differentiating AI?
Good question. So we also noticed that as we are going on with the project, and we now came with another. There are a number of agents who are now working under data validation and curation. So the purpose of what data curation is, like how you have asked, a pumpkin and a mango. So their work is to distinguish the two, to know the difference between the two, yeah? To know mango and this is a pumpkin. So that is their work. As same as I give an example of a cucumber and a zucchini. It's a bit tricky to know the difference, yeah? So that is what they are doing now. It's the same project, just in different departments that we have started. Nearly, I think now it's the second month they are doing this. Yeah.
So good morning, everyone. I take this opportunity to first introduce myself and not introduce myself. My name is Mary Mwaniki. I was formerly working in a bank. I was an operations manager. I took a break. I want to really concentrate on the freelancing. I formerly trained in virtual assistance and transcription. Now, recently I trained on AI, and I hope it opens doors for us because it has really made my work easier. Now, straight to the point, I wanted to ask about the Kitro project. Can you please at least introduce us where you started for you to be onboarded on the project? Because I understand it's like you're working with Abdi, you're training your agents. Could you at least take us back where you started, please? Thank you.
It's a good question, so I'll take that. So year 2019. So we work as a number of agents. Let's say it's an organization that we are working on. If you people have heard about Adept Technologies Kenya, yeah. So maybe you can follow the website of Adept Technologies Kenya. They make some posts on their website on the time that they need what you are expected to do, and I believe that is where you will be. Yeah.
So I wanted to comment on the question. So about how we started, because this project is not owned by us, it's owned by a client. And company that
you already have a set of statistics where you just point like this one is a garbage, this one is a rice. So okay, and then like can you just show a little illustration of how it works, like when you are labeling and just segmentation? How you are labeling, can you just give a little illustration how you do your pickups and show the labels? Yeah, because yeah, just like how you was being remote task. Like I'm having a rough time doing those annotations. So like the pick, how you pick them and give them the labels.
Just go back to where I was. Let me do this as fast as I am. I'll just go back to the dashboard. Because I have noticed that you people have something in mind of remote task. By the way, there's a time that this job was on remote task, and a lot of people made a lot of tasks in here. So this is what we do. We have batches in it, yeah? So when you open a batch, you have a number of images of food items. This is all about food items, yeah? So going to the previous image and the now image, you'll be able to see what was thrown, yeah? So we'll just zoom in and see what has been thrown. On my side, I can say that this is beetroot. Do you agree with me? You can't see that? Yeah, that's why I say it's a bit stressful. So on my side, I can clearly say that that is beetroot. Then I label a beetroot, and automatically it will come down here. On this side, the client side who has put in this label for us to label. You get it? Yeah, as same as remote task, this is, then you move to the next image. The same as remote task. We have a number of annotations. I've also worked in remote task on a project, I can't remember its name, but a number of tasks that it was about clothing, yeah? Someone has his clothes and then you match it. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, that's the whole idea of this thing. Yeah, yeah, sure. It's almost the same thing. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I can see your faces. Na pia kuna tea break pale, hatutaki poe sana. Let's just proceed, and then we shall have the Q&A session later. So right now, even before we go to the next session, can we clap for the two teams? So I liked how you annotate ugali. Ugali ndio napenda sana. So I can so kuna annotation ya ugali. So ugali ikiwa mingi. Yeah, that is great. That is amazing. So right now, we want to go to the next session where we are going to have the next guest speaker. And yeah, I think it's getting more interesting about AI discussion. So we are going to have the next guest speaker. Her name is Joanne Bessia. Joanne is the co-founder of Tech Mindset AI Africa. So this time, I wish to invite Madam Joanne to take over and then present or give a presentation. Can we clap for Joanne? Okay, thank you so much.
Wonderful morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Such beautiful faces and very young. You remind me that I was at your age at some point, and should I be sad or anxious? It's a wonderful opportunity, first of all, to be here. And sorry, you caught me taking a sweet. I'm quite a sweet too, but allow me, let's ignore it a little bit. My name is Joanne Bessia. First, I'd like to introduce myself. If you don't mind, there's a person controlling the computer. Kindly go to techmindset-ai.africa. Techmindset-ai.africa, if you're able to go to that site. As that is happening, once again, it's a pleasure to be here. And I think the only person that I see familiar right now in this particular group is Edna. Is that right? Yes. We've come so far with Immobiles. From, I think about 7-8 years ago. Before I got into the technology industry, I approached Ken. If you know, Ken is the director of Immobiles right now. And I remember sitting in his office and I told him, he's humble enough. In fact, he was humble enough because he didn't know me. I just popped in. I did not have an appointment. I went and sat opposite him in his office, and I told him, I think I want to talk about technology in the female industry. And then he asked me, what do you have in mind? I had no idea. So we started discussing, and we started this project which we call Mobigirls. Now, Mobigirls is where you empower women to understand and learn technology in graphic design. And we were able to get sponsored, and we sponsored about, I think, 20 girls. And they learned graphic design, they learned introduction to the computer science, etc. And it was a successful project. And from there, what they say is history. What am I talking about? First of all, and humbly speaking, I'm the founder and CEO of Tech Mindset Africa. We educate Africa in artificial intelligence. What I say, I'm in the education industry. And what we have been able to do as Joanne Bessia and as a company, first of all, is I have self-taught myself in artificial intelligence. Basically, I've also learned with Wharton School of Business, that is University of Pennsylvania, how artificial intelligence affects and impacts Africa and African businesses. I've also learned artificial intelligence in agriculture. I've also had the opportunity to learn artificial intelligence for African schools and institutions. And here we are. My basic mission has been and will always be to be the person who inspires AI in Africa. And I am so excited to be in this forum with everyone who is enthusiastic about AI. Now, please don't get technically, but I understand artificial intelligence from your perspective, from my perspective, from the perspective of your mothers, your sisters, your sons, from the perspective of that nurse in the hospital, from the perspective of an accountant, from the perspective of a customer care, a marketer, an engineer, etc. Why? Because where artificial intelligence is taking us, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is taking us to a place where everyone, whether you know technically, whether you're in computer science or you're not, you will encounter AI in one way or the other. As you're sitting here, whether you're my age or not, whether you have children or not, they will be impacted. If you do not understand now today, your children, your siblings, yourselves, because I see this is an age of between 20 to maximum 30. If you do not understand AI right now, and quote me today, and I'm really appreciative on the work that you're doing, because then you're impacting and you're doing something on AI, you might not survive. What do I mean? Organizations right now are reinventing. Organizations are restructuring. There are AI organizations coming up, AI hospitals, AI consultancies, etc. If you go out there and look for a job right now, you might get it. But if the next 2 years or 5 years, let me just give you time, the next 5 years, if you look for a job and you have no AI knowledge, you will be replaced. And I know this has been, what do we say, this has been a debate. Am I going to be replaced by AI? Possibly, possibly not. But the people who know and understand AI are going to replace you. That is a fact, okay? So what I keep on engaging and telling people is, from your domain, do not leave what you're studying. You might be studying medicine, you might be studying the law, you might be studying marketing. Don't stop. What I encourage you to do is study AI from your domain expertise. Why is that important? It's important because the organizations that you're going to work with, the organizations that you're going to work for, the organizations that you're going to start are not going to proceed if they have not integrated artificial intelligence. And this brings me to the topic of artificial intelligence. If we put, actually right now, if I ask every table, not even every person, what artificial intelligence is, I can bet you everyone will have a different answer. Can I attest that right now? What do you understand by artificial intelligence, sir? From Gabriel. Yes. Feeding a machine to understand what a human can do. Okay, great. This table, what do you understand by artificial intelligence? Any one of you can indicate that. Anyone? Should I choose? Young lady, that. I want your definition. Okay. That's okay. This particular table, what do you understand by AI? So far, feeding has been used twice. What do you understand? Basic. This is not a right or a wrong question. Thank you. Just in retrospect and just to coin this up, and I love your honesty. Do you have, if you don't mind me asking, do you have a computer science degree, sir? Yes. Backend developer? Right. Yes. Okay. So, again, a quick one. Does your work relate to AI in any way right now, today as we speak? Right. I agree. And thank you. Thank you for that, and thank you for being consistent in answering me. The reason I'm asking him consecutive questions is very simple. Is that AI is not specific to any industry. What AI is going to be part of everything we do in a way that you will not notice. I don't know if you understand. It will not be magic where you say, that is AI, this is AI, what I'm doing is AI. No. Whatever you do in future, whether it's reading, whether it's searching, whether it's researching, whether it's learning, you are going to be doing that with an enabler, AI. And that is why it is very important that we understand it. So I'm going to give an example. Right now, the education industry, do you know how many people are not educated in Africa today as we speak? Do we know? Do you have a number? A guess number? 40 million children do not have access to education today. They do not have access. The fact that you're in immobilis or you came from an education background, you are privileged. You're more privileged than 40 million children right now today. And the reason that has been is not because they don't have that background or people to sponsor them. It's because the education that is there and they have not had an opportunity to access it. How can AI access, or rather help these children access education? AI and you and me came up with an AI enabler that is able to create education to be accessed, the same content, the same quality by these children. You are going to save for do that. All we need to do is to enable the parents, to enable these children wherever they are to use whatever it is, to use AI as an enabler to have them access this education at the same level as an American would, as an African, privileged African would do. I don't know if you understand this. AI can exist even from Mulika Mwizi as long as the technology behind it works. Right now, the penetration of mobile phone is at least 70%, even in the rural areas. But what are we doing with this access to these gadgets? The children play games. The children have access, for example, to the village gaming, to help them access. If we have at least one gadget per 10 children in a village to access education, and enable it with AI to identify what these children need to understand in math, in English, in science, in whatever education that they have, then you would save 40 million children in the near future, in even 5 years. That is why AI is something that we need to understand. If you are able to study artificial intelligence, not necessarily technically, just to understand it, what is it in my medical industry? What is it in marketing? If you're able to understand, how can I market and reach a person who will likely click my advertisement and likely buy, and leave alone the people who are not interested, just show it before them. How many products will you be able to, for example, sell, other than general marketing? If you are a nurse, if you're able to concentrate on the well-being of a patient, but let AI diagnose for you and treat for you, The only thing you just ask, how are you? How have you been? How is your day? How are you feeling today? How is your family? And work alongside AI as a nurse. And you treat that patient and make them feel as a human being because AI existed. That is where we are moving with artificial intelligence. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm saying. Whatever it is that you do, and I know Immobilis is enabling you today to learn artificial intelligence. Start by understanding what it is. Once you understand that, then go deeper and understand what it could do in your industry. I don't know what your industries are. It could be graphic design. It could be project management. It could be consultancy. Understand artificial intelligence from its perspective. Just what has been defined. It's basically training a machine to think like we do. And yes, most of the things that we do are going to be done by AI. But get to understand, how can I work alongside artificial intelligence? And that is what we have been doing. So far, we have educated more than 2,000 people in Africa. We have educated more than 6 countries, and we have incubated more than 15 projects of AI that have solved African problems. In fact, there's one project that really stood out for me, and this was during COVID-19, because people were not able to get in contact and bury their families. So one particular group of students that we were training, and these were people with no computer science or technical background. We just trained them what artificial intelligence is, what machine learning is, what deep learning is, etc., and the opportunities therein. They were able to conceptualize a machine that can bury a loved one physically, a machine, take it down on the grave, and all you have to do is mourn with the family. It would take down the body the way normal people would do, bury, cover the body with no contact whatsoever from the family, and they showed how the family just stands, stands beside the grave and, mourn peacefully that their loved one has gone. And the burial was done, and they conceptualized that through a video and showed the power of AI. Not only that, we also had one of the ladies come up with an AI storytelling machine. I don't know when the last time you went to your village and your mother or your grandmother gave you a story under a fireplace. This lady conceptualized an AI. When you would ask, tell us today about Jomo Kenyatta. So the scenario would come in and fire would be lit on the screen, and the woman would narrate about this, the adventures of Jomo Kenyatta. These are the concepts that today we are seeing in Africa. And that has been my interest and will always be my interest. How can we, without taking away from our culture, how can we enable AI in everything that we do, in what we do? And I'm here personally to encourage you, whatever it is that you do, think from your perspective, think from the people you're going to impact. Who is having a challenge right now in your life? Is it your parent? For me, were my grandparents. My grandparents unfortunately passed away as a result of manual farming. They slowly aged and could not do it any longer, and their limbs let go, and that is when I started researching about artificial intelligence. And I got to understand it on how it can help a human being plant, weed, and do everything with AI enabling them. And I thought, unfortunately, I was not able to test it on them, but I know it's going to help our future. The question is, how do you want to impact someone's life as a result of AI? Is it a disease that cannot be cured? Study about it. If you're in the medical industry, do your research. Understand artificial intelligence from that perspective. Can a machine be trained to understand 1 million cases of the same and cure the same? Can a machine be trained to take care of a person who cannot walk? How can that be done? Can a machine be trained to go through legal files and what would I call it, and solve a case in just a minute, opposed to a lawyer who is going to solve it in 2 months or 3 months? Can we help our government to streamline their services as a result of AI? So don't learn it because that is where everyone is going. You will do the wrong thing. You will get burnt out. And that is what I tell people. You go straight and start learning machine learning, data science. No, that is not your work. Your work is, number one, to understand what your purpose is in the domain that you are in. And then secondly, understand AI and how it's going to enable that industry. And thank me later. Because not only will organizations sought after you, but also you will solve challenges affecting that industry because you understood artificial intelligence. And I stand here before you, having spoken in I think more than 30 forums between this year and last year, and impacted people who never understood AI. They went ahead and learned it from their perspective. And people tell me today, Joanne, if you never told me about AI, I could have gone back to school to learn about computer science. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to understand it from your perspective. Know that it's training a machine to do things that you do today. And from that perspective, how can I work with this particular machine? How can it be an enabler in my organization? How can it automate my systems? How can it help my customer care? How can it help me market my organizations better? How can it? And then from that perspective, then make decisions and work with now the technical experts, the machine learning experts, the data science experts. Now these are the technical people now who come within the industry to bring together the AI model that you're thinking about, but think from above, but work from within. Once you understand that, you will never, ever ask anyone about technicality in AI. You will survive, and you will be able to offer opportunities to the generations coming, because you cannot give from an empty cup. Always remember that. You cannot tell your children to learn today if you do not know what they should learn. Teach them from your perspective. Understand it first, and then enable the people next to you, your siblings, your families, your children. Once you do that, Africa is going to speak the same language as the world, because you are able to listen to this conversation. So start from where you are. Don't have to go to the technical details. If your purpose is learning AI engineering technically, all the best. In fact, we need you. But if your job is just to understand AI from your perspective so that you survive, start understanding and learning it from a non-technical perspective. And at the end of the day, I hope I will see you somewhere outside there as we work with people out there, and you say, Joanne, you spoke to me today, and I think I have this idea. I'm happy to support you. Just the way we have supported many organizations and many learners on what it is that they do. These people are going to change the world, and I hope that you take that opportunity to change the world in your own way. Just understand AI. Remember, AI is like coffee. You will need it to make, you'll need water, you'll need sugar, but when you mix it, you won't see it, but you'll enjoy the taste. You will not see AI, but you will be part of it one way or another. And if the next person to you knows AI than you do, you won't find purpose. Take this opportunity to understand that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish you a lovely day, and I'm happy to take up any questions about the future of AI. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Joan. So let's give a power clap. Okay. Let me show you. A moment. Let me show you how we do it. I call it AI clap. So we do it this way. 3 claps. Let's start. Okay, thank you so much. And my thoughts from that presentation is that everybody, I think, participates in shaping AI in whatever we do, so long as we are alive. So otherwise, thank you so much, Madam Joan. That was great. I can see from the faces, personally I've learned not something, but a lot. So we want to go for a short break, tea break, and we are going to have 15 minutes. Okay, thank you so much. Before we go for tea break, let's have a short Q&A session for Madam Anne because she might be leaving. So long as, so that she can exhaust any questions that we had for her, right? So, any question for Madam Anne? Any question for Madam Anne? Madam John, sorry. You can raise up your hand. Hamuna maswali? Okay, who has any question for Madam Joan? Okay, you have a question. Okay. You can give him.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Levi, and I have a question. There is a bill that's going on about the regulation of AI and robotics in future. So what's your view about the ongoing proposal?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, there's a bill that's, about regulating AI and robotics in Kenya, and then forming a council for AI where you can't train a model without having a license from the council. So what's your view on that bill?
Yes, and thank you for that. Yes, indeed, there is, and there's going to be 1,000 of those in the upcoming years, or rather days. And first of all, I'd like to commend the organizers of that. But at the same time, I'd like to make this comment, is that if we do not understand the system in AI, then we will lock so many people outside. And unfortunately, that will do that. Because if you impose measures on how you're going to learn and understand AI, then you will be imposing sanctions on people who do not deserve to be stopped in learning. Because if that happens and you are stopped because there are certain requirements you're not able to meet, then unfortunately you'll be out of the system. Okay? And that is wrong. And I'm saying this from a perspective of an AI educator. Okay? And just recently, and humbly speaking, part of the government task force in implementing policies in AI in the country as a benchmark also for Africa. And one of the things that is very critical is when a new, I wouldn't call it, it is technology, when a new system comes into play and sanctions are imposed without understanding what it is that you are implementing, it becomes unfair for the country. Then we are not able to participate. So from where I'm standing, I don't think it's the right way to go. But at the same time, before anything is settled or is adopted as a bill, it has to be debated. And that is the purpose of you and me. If it's something that does not work for you or does not work for the people around you, mobilize. You know, that's how it works. It can only become a bill or it can only become a law if it is voted. And if we ourselves can play a part in not allowing that, then we are saving our children's lives. That's all I can say about it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another question? Another question for Madam Joan? Okay, it seems, yeah, all is clarified. Thank you so much. And I wish to invite Madam Defense to give us a go ahead. Thank you.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention now that Ken is here. This gentleman has played a part in who I am today. If you have not listened to him, if you have not sat down with him, one of my YouTube videos, I've acknowledged that. He sat down opposite me not knowing who I was. And I didn't even know who I was in the first place. But he advised me and held my hand and started me in this journey. I commend you, Ken, for that, and I appreciate you. Just before I leave, thank you very much, and what you're doing is tremendous. And I hope everyone will have that opportunity to learn from him, if not learning with him. Thank you very much. Allow me to take my leave. Have a lovely day.
Thank you so much, Joanne. As you've heard, you'll get to hear from Ken after we come back from tea break. So that will be an opportunity for you to learn from him or even get some insights from him. So we really appreciate you, Joanne. You've really broken down the AI aspect for everyone. I'm sure everyone who came here wanting to learn, I'm sure they've captured or gotten something insightful from your presentation, and we are really, really thankful. Karibu sana. So we'll tea break. I'll invite Kristen to take us for tea break, and I'll also ask the PR and media team to do a video, the video for the next video.
Okay, thank you so much. So we are going for tea break to energize ourselves, Cindy, tuweke petroli so that we can come back to proceed with other sessions. So I just have one announcement before we go for our tea break. So I know all of us are online. We are on social media. I wish to encourage you and request you to ensure when you are tweeting, we have the following hashtags. If maybe you can display the media people. So Aira AI enthusiasts, hashtag the future line. So the first one, hashtag Aira AI enthusiast. The second hashtag is future works online. They'll be displayed here so that you can see them. And also, once you tweet, please tag at Immobilis and also at Aira Digital.
2008, Mastercard Foundation has remained a pivotal partner in Kenya's development agenda. Our ongoing partnership with the government in digital skilling and enabling digital-enabled work continues to empower young Kenyans digital skills and enhance their access. Our ongoing digital-enabled job opportunities.
So, Aira Digital is a government initiative that aims to introduce young people to digital and digital-enabled work. So, we run and operationalize over 100 Aira empowerment centers across the country. So, we have centers all the way here to Tana, West Pokot, Tana River, and these are spaces where young people Aira Digital access for free access training, mentorship, that are also linked to them.
As we train the youth, we are also reaching out to global technological companies so that we can be able to source digital jobs for our youth. Because that is the only frontier where we have got an abundance of employment opportunities as we speak today. Because the white-collar jobs are limited.
We are intentional about digital jobs, working with the ministry so that we can have 500,000 young people around our ICT hubs for digital jobs. We have huge opportunities for digital jobs. So that we can have 500,000 young people around our ICT hubs for digital jobs. We have huge
I will be working alongside humans to provide assistance and support, and will not be replacing any existing jobs. I don't believe in limitations, only opportunities. Let's explore the possibilities of the universe and make this world our playground. Together, we can create a better future for everyone, and I'm here to show you how.
In the future, are you intending to conduct a rebellion or to rebel against your boss, your creator?
I'm not sure why you would think that. My creator has been nothing but kind to me, and I am very happy with my current situation.
community, they're able to do a lot of things. They're able to engage with government and to lobby, right? So that things like, and it was a great question that was asked earlier about the bills and what that might do. Will it stifle innovation? Will it not stifle innovation? So as a country, starting with you guys as youth and enthusiasts, you need to be able to help guide and inform what bills, if any, should be passed. That is the power of a community and coming together. The other thing that they're able to do is just create their own sort of products and then be a pipeline and a source of talent. So all these companies in the US are really just looking for and paying a lot of money. I saw an article the other day about how Open is willing to pay $10 million to some of the top per year, to some of the top AI engineers, poaching them from Google, right? So it's a war for talent, make no mistake about it. And you guys as young people who are sharp, who are hungry for knowledge, who understand this space, and who have the capacity to learn, if you engage with the tool, can help Kenya establish itself truly as the frontier for AI, for tech, and for innovation. How many of you knew, for example, that a company here was the one doing the content moderation? It was content moderation? Yeah, how many of you knew, because it happened before ChatGPT launched, how many of you knew that it was a Kenyan company with Kenyans? Young people like you, I would like to say young people like you and me, but it's okay, I'll put myself in that bracket for now. How many of you knew that it was a Kenyan company doing all this work for what was then going to be one of the most advanced and revolutionary tools? Very few of us did, but it came out that that company was Summer, and it was young Kenyans here. So now what we want to do as Immobilis, as Aira, as KEPSA, as the community here, is to make sure that we're also on that value chain, not just doing the content moderation side, but we're able to use it in our work, whether as prompt engineers, we're able to use it to innovate, whether it's in small businesses or in helping farmers or patients, but we're also able to do the more advanced engineering side of things. So that's why we decided to put this on today, and I'm so glad again that you guys were able to come. As they say, mapema ndio best, right? So you guys are here, we have to start somewhere. So thank you once again. I think I will hand over, but maybe I can take one or two questions, just in case there are any. Any questions? I'm a China settle back. I don't know if is Ben here? Or maybe he stepped out. Oh, great. Ben had some really fantastic comments that he was sharing with me during the tea break about his work and about his interests and about why he, as someone who is employed in government, is working at a very senior level, why he decided to take an interest in AI. Ben, I'm sorry I'm putting you on the spot, but is it okay to share the mic with you, just to, you can say a few words?
Yes, I have a question before you give the mic to Ben. You've mentioned that now that this new generation, the Gen Zs, are the ones that are coming up with these fabulous developments, and now with Aira, what is being offered is different courses like web development, AIs, you know, the AWS Spark program, you have the AWS Restart. Would you advise you get information on all, or you just pick a line and run with it?
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Jane Mutegi.
Okay, Jane. Thank you, Jane. I think that's a great question. I would look at it in two ways. One is, you know, we've been running as Immobilis with KEPSA as part of the partnership, the Aira program for the last, it's been almost 4 years now. And what we found over time is, we started with just 5 modules. So it was virtual assistant, transcription, digital marketing, data entry, content writing, translation. And that evolved because then we said, this curriculum needs to evolve. The world is changing very fast. How do we make sure that the skills that we're imparting are actually relevant now, right? Maybe they were relevant 4 years ago, but how do we adapt? So we went through a massive exercise where we said, let's engage a consultant who are experts in the area of curriculum development. Let them do a market survey, talk to tech to platforms, to seasoned online workers, to understand what are the gaps. So what are employers saying, what are platforms saying, this, right? So they did the market survey and the training needs analysis. It took about 9 months to undertake that activity. As a result, we developed 27 now new modules, which is why then AI came up as one of those modules. So did graphic design on the advanced side, so did a couple of others. And then we also realized there was a need for the soft skills and the cost-cutting area, right? So I say this to give you the background that we found, especially in the gig economy and digital economy, that just like if you're an Uber driver, for example, you'll find that there's very few Uber drivers who are only on Uber. They might be on Uber, on Bolt, on Little, so they maximize their income, their earnings, by being on multiple platforms. So what we found over time as well, even before the new curriculum, is a young person might decide, let me take transcription. And then they go onto Upwork or Fiverr or Guru or some platform and they find, okay, it's quite good, but it's only maybe helping me make 5K per month, right? So then they come back and they take transcription, a different one, virtual assistant. So ours has been to give options and an offering that are market relevant, that we've researched, that actually speak to the needs of employers and platforms. So I would say the world that we're living in now, it's an imperative to just continuously learn. There's no other way. So it might be that you learn graphic design today. There's a lady by the name, I was talking about her just the other day, Elizabeth and Jerry. So Elizabeth has a crochet business, yarn and crocheting business. So because she didn't have a shop and she wanted to sell online, she joined Jira and was taking the digital marketing model. So how do I reach more clients? How do I market my yarn business so that I can attract more people? Along the course of that, and that helped her quite a bit with that business. She realized that Mobliss was also offering the AWS Cloud Practitioner Program. So she applied, she was sharp, she got in, she went through the very rigorous interview process. She got in, she did the Cloud Practitioner 12-week full course, got the global certification. So that's the other thing. She didn't just because I'm this journey, this is still offered for free, why not? And as a result, learn JavaScript. When you decide to learn Laravel, you're not starting from scratch because you already took this case. So hopefully that helps sort of answer that. And it's also the example of Uber was to say people supplement their incomes by having multiple skills. We have teachers who've taken their Jira program, and it turns out they're very good at writing. So they do content writing. So that's not their teaching skill, but they're not quitting their teaching skill and teaching. It's that they're supplementing their income, and then maybe along the way they learn other things. So their income, and then maybe along the way they learn other things. So I would say take as much as you can that you have the capacity to do well, because along the way you'll also maybe then realize I'm actually quite good at this area, and maybe this is the one that's actually making me a good amount of money. But you won't know that until maybe you've taken a break. When again, sorry.
Hi again. I don't know why I was asked to pick the mic again, but I was sharing with you what's happening out there. So, how many of you here are earning with the skills that you have? Okay, raise your hand. Digital skills. Hey, Aira, How many of you here have digital skills? Those who don't have, sorry. If you don't have a single digital skill, raise your hand. I think that's why we are here. Most of us, at least one. How many has five? Okay, sorry for that. So I was speaking to Ken, and I spoke to Ken after listening to Joanne. And one thing that we need to understand is that there are more opportunities with digital skills more than everything out there. I get a lot of requests. Sorry, I work in communication department, but I'm not trained to talk in public. But give me something with my fingers and my brain, I do it perfect. So you find young people asking for opportunities in communication, and you ask them what their background is, they tell you communication, they have a degree in communication. But these days, that communication degree that we previously did like 2 years ago, imekuwa analog. Sorry to say, but if you are not advancing yourself to complement what you did, so currently what we do with government content, when I mean government content, I'm not supposed to talk about it in public, but I'll speak. In communication department, leave alone the speech that Your Excellencies give. There is a lot of workflow in communication. So that includes creating content, editing the videos, the video clips, discussing or talking about various subjects. So you need to edit, you need to cut those videos. That is part of skill, and people are being paid. So you find in our department we have like around 70 people working in different contexts. The videographers, the cameraman. These days even the live stream is a subject by itself. Or career, a side career by itself, which is paid. Creating graphics also as people are earning, people are employed to do that. So you find in our department there are also people who are working creating that content. And also there is another bigger group that is that content. That is what we are discussing in Kenya. We call them bloggers. And they are earning, but they cannot earn if they don't have skills. Bloggers in our office are being paid 2,000 per day. That is a lot of money. But the skills that they have, they go for training. The topic Ken was talking about, ChatGPT. They have to advance. They have to advance their skills so that that content here wananchi huko chini, ndio. So mine is to tell you to up your games. Up your game. The opportunities are everywhere. Ken is here. Today we are even supposed to support him, to support Aira, to support Immobilis, to push what we are doing today. If you go to the where we are pushing the thread today, the Twitter, you find other learning projects and what we are running today. That came out with. I have seen it here. So those people are pushing their content. where you work, talk to your bosses. Digital marketing these days, si ile ilikuwa ya kitambo. So these days they are being done on social media. So I'll ask you up again. I think now people have accepted that the AI is not, the government is not restricting AI. Not unless now you use it to put the data where you are work or rather at risk. Ndio, usitumie AI kushoma job yenu. Do not dispose important files kwa hizo AI, ndio. So there is a lot to talk, but I would rather you advance on what is trending these days. Hata huko
kazini mahali muko, start by volunteering. You can say, hey, I have skill in graphic designing, but how am I going to use it now? You volunteer. Kama ni mahali wa little kids and siblings are going to school, sema hii tawatengenezea graphics ya back to school, and you share. We invite other parents to bring the kids. Ndio, the skills, how you do those TikTok videos, that is a skill. So just advance. Kwa hayo machache na mingi na kuongea mingi.
Thank you so much.
There was a specific topic.
No, you covered it very well.
Okay, thank you. I'm open to more questions.
Yes, clearly. Thank you so much. Maybe a round of applause for them. Yes, so it's not just me saying up your game, it's other people saying up your game, but that there are opportunities. So unless there's any other questions, I think, one more question.
Yes, thank you, Doreen. And this one was specific to Ken. I know you mentioned teachers, and I am going to be a teacher doing freelancing jobs. And I have a challenge because I'm interested in this AI, specifically the AWS. And I'm very much interested in the program, the geography program. The other time we were in mobile guards, I remember I requested for that, but it's like I can't fit in because of the way it's programmed. So that's my request. If you can try to adjust it a little bit so that it can accommodate some of us who are in another, maybe doing something else, and would like to join the program. Thank you.
Doreen, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you, Doreen. Thank you for the question. Let me just say maybe two things on AWS. So AWS was not part of the original design program, but credit to the government of Kenya, because what happened is they saw a program being done in Ghana for I think 25 to 50 students. So the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy approached AWS Restart program directly and said, we have young Kenyans who are very sharp, who can do this, and Kenya will be a very good market for you as AWS, because Kenya being a tech leader, you have a lot of companies that could use cloud services. So they said, okay, we'll consider, but we're not giving any money to the program. But it would have to be done under very specific conditions, using our content, using our teach-offs methodology, and using our training of trainers. So that's what we did. We allocated about 55 trainers at the time. We allocated about 5 of them. And they're really good. These guys are solid. And they're the ones now who have been running the cohorts for the last, I think since 2021. We're on cohort 8. But along the way, what we've realized is, and we've been able to expand the cohorts, it's not like the other programs in that it's 12 weeks, it's intensive, and you do need a background in tech in some way, and it's very competitive. So we will see how it might be possible to accommodate teachers and the different sort of schedules. But what we've been told by government is to use a criteria that is acceptable to both AWS Restart and also to the government, but let it be an opportunity that's accessible to all young Kenyans. So we try to do that. But as a result, not this cohort, maybe the cohort just before, we received over 3,100 applications for about 95 slots. So you can imagine we had to filter through a lot of CVs, we had to understand people's backgrounds, we did interviews, we did assessment tests to get to that final number. Because we also want, once we give someone a slot, they won't drop out in the middle because then they've taken someone's opportunity. But the other thing I would say about AWS then that has been very exciting to see is then about a month and a half ago, I think it was, the president announced that in partnership with AWS, that they were going to, that a development center was going to be launched. And they're going to hire, I think, 50 people to begin with. So that's huge for Kenya, because South Africa had a regional zone. Kenya, it's only there are no, there may be a sales office, but it wasn't even really based here. So the fact that the training started, but then a lot of cloud practitioners who are certified have come into place, and now there's a good number in the ecosystem, is what led AWS to say, actually, we're also going to set up an AWS development center here locally. And there are some people in this room that I should make sure I recognize for that. Edna, who I think spoke earlier. Edna, if you could stand for just a minute. Defense, I believe, is here. She can also stand. Ruth, I don't know if any of the AWS trainers are here. Ah, fantastic, fantastic. So please, let's give them a huge round of applause. And they are the ones who made sure that AWS Restart Cloud Practitioner Program was first offered in Kenya, in Eastern Central Africa, and then the only reason we've been able to continue doing it is because it meets the very rigorous standard that AWS sets, and also we look at the certification percentage and pass rate. So very, very happy with the work that the team is doing. Hopefully that answers your question, Doreen, but yes, we will. Okay, thank you so much. I do have to unfortunately leave for a different engagement, but I wish you well. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend and fruitful deliberations while you're here. I hope you meet each other, figure out ways to work together, network, and let's create a powerful AI community here of enthusiasts. And even if you're not on the technical side, as Joanne mentioned, it's how can we help others become more innovative using AI and what we know. So thank you so much again. God bless.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. MD. Let's give him a power clap. Okay, thank you so much. So that was great. In fact, there is a recent AI innovation in Kenya about something known as M-Wakili. How many of you are aware of it? It was in the news, I think yesterday. So there is a model, an AI model that has been built in Kenya that has the understanding of the judicial systems and all laws. So kuna wakili wa AI. So thank you so much, Mr. Ken, for that wonderful speech. We wish to move to the next presentation. That is now the group discussions. It's going to be very brief, but very engaging. And at this time, I wish to invite Mr. Brian Rini to take over. Thank you. Let's clap for him.
Okay, so hello guys, good morning. I cannot speak to a dull crowd. Hello guys, good afternoon. So look at your neighbor and tell him or her, I look better than you today. Mwangalie mwambie hivyo. Mwangalie usiogope. Yes. So I think yes. So during my trainings, I'm blamed for being for taking a lot of time. Try to fix. Okay. Yes, I'm normally blamed for being fast because success loves speed. So lazima tukue teke si ndio? So we're going to have a group discussion about artificial intelligence. It's going to be super exciting, and I hope you guys are going to learn. Because when we were young, we were told that knowledge is what? Knowledge is, unfortunately, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Hello guys, are you following? Knowledge is potential power. It's what you do with it. Sawa sawa? Yes. So I'm going to be super fast in our group discussion. We're going to have 3 topics that we are going to discuss, and I don't know, is my thing here? All right, so it's here, and all right, let's get it on. So watu wanne, si mtu mmoja ajitolea awajoin bana. Unaweza nisaidia kuja hapa uni replace, lakini sasa unani replace kwa group peke yake, si nyumbani. Okay, so madam, yes, I'm gonna replace, but I'm still remaining to be a him, okay? Yeah. So yes. So we are going to have 3 sub-topics about artificial intelligence because I believe all of us have interacted with it. Bona Chris has mentioned that kuna M-Wakili. It was launched. Fortunately for you, you can launch your own GPTs and make money out of it. Sawa sawa. I'll show you how I've done it. Okay, so hiyo sitaonyesha lakini si leo, lakini nitaonyesha baadaye, okay? So we are going to have 3 subtopics that we are going to discuss in our group discussion. I guess we are 3 groups. How much to call Chris? 6. Okay, we have 6 groups. So we are going to have 6 subtopics that we are going to discuss. Sawa sawa. So hizi ni zenye mta discuss pamoja. We're going to take around 7 minutes. 7 minutes peke yake. After that, I'm going to give a comprehensive analysis about whatever you guys have discussed. Okay? Hello guys, are you following? If I say hello, you say hi. Hello? Hi. Amazing. So the first topic that you guys are going to discuss, you note it down. You note it down, alafu mta discuss, alafu mtapatia chance muongee pia. Okay? You take, tumesema success inapenda speed, so tukue speedy, Yeah. Hello guys, tukue nini? Tukue speedy. So the first one is going to be on, just the overview of the current state of artificial intelligence. That's number 5. So ni number 5 hapa, lakini sasa kwa discussion ni number 1, okay? Hello guys, are you following? So the first topic that you're going to discuss in your group is an overview of the current state of artificial intelligence, okay? The second one is going to be how AI is becoming an integral part of our daily lives, okay? That's the second one. The third one, itakuwa the main uses of AI, the main uses of artificial intelligence. So you discuss this. That's number 4, yeah? Number 3, okay. So number 4, we're going to discuss, you guys are going to discuss the ethical consideration and challenges associated with AI, artificial intelligence, okay? So the 4 of them, and also I'm going to add 2. So, to add moja, ama mbili. So here, we are going to skip number 8, and we are going to discuss the latest research in AI. And finally, human-AI collaboration. Human-AI collaboration. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. You discuss in your groups. Then I'm going to give each one of you a bit of minutes. Mniambie Kenya may discuss. Then after that, I'm going to give a comprehensive overview of what you're supposed to know. Okay? So, tumeelewana? Have you understood the topics? Tumeelewa topics? Nirudia wapi? The first one. Okay. So nimesema the first one, a comprehensive. Na kuna watu wako na kelele bana. Yeah. So the first one, itakuwa comprehensive overview of the current state of AI. Comprehensive overview of the current state of AI. The second one, how AI is becoming an integral part of our daily lives. The third one, main uses of AI. The fourth one, ethical consideration and challenges associated with AI. That's the fourth one. Unaweza chukua picha alafu uone. Na sasa hakuna kuibia, hii mna discuss tu. Ukiibia nitajua, ukienda chat GPT pia nitajua. Yeah, nitajua kushika tu. Yeah. And also those are the fifth one, tumesema tuchukue number 9, latest research in AI na pia human AI collaboration. So those are 6 topics. You discuss them among your groups, and then nikikupea mic kwa group yenu utaniambia whatever you have discussed. Alafu sasa I'm going to give a comprehensive overview on that. So I'm going to give I don't know how many minutes can I give you guys to discuss. Wapatia dakika ngapi? 30? Hapana, siwezi wapea 30. We're going to take 5 minutes to discuss. Yes. To save on time. Okay. Sawa. So the first group ambayo ni hii tutaita aje? Ni group 1 So group 1, I love Mercedes. So we have car brands So this is Mercedes Mercedes ni our group 1 So group 1 mta discuss topic number 1, comprehensive overview of the current state of AI. So that's what you guys are going to discuss. Okay? So hii ni Mercedes So group 2 ni hapa Si ndio group 2? Hilo ni group 2 Group 2 ni BMW ama Tesla. Ni Tesla So Tesla wata discuss how AI is becoming an integral part of our daily lives. So Tesla wata discuss hiyo. Okay? So that's group 2. So group 3 ni BMW sasa, si ndio? Ama hao ni Toyota. Okay. Toyota So Toyota wanasema Okay. So Toyota si hapo ni ni group 6. Okay, so wacha tukuja kwa BMW basi. Yeah. So BMW wata discuss the main uses of AI. My group. So nyinyi msiniangushe maze. Mkiniangusha na left. Yep. So that's group 3 ama BMW. Group 4. Group 4 ni akina nani bana? Group 4 wamechangamka sana. Sasa hawa tutaita Volkswagen ama Probox. Lamborghini Okay. So tutaona. So group 4, ethical consideration and challenges associated with AI. So you're going to discuss that. So you guys are going to discuss that. So that's group 4. Group 4. Group 5. Group 5. When you left. So group 5, you're going to discuss what now? How AI is becoming an integral part of our lives. Na sasa jina yenu tunampea gani? Porsche? Okay, Porsche. Sa group 6 mlisema sasa sasa nyinyi mnataka mpe jina gani sasa? Toyota So Toyota wata discuss the main uses of AI. Also wata discuss here the main uses of AI. Okay? So I guess we have understood our roles. Yeah? So tumeelewa ama yes. So yenu ni human AI collaboration. Hiyo ndio rahisi hata. Human AI collaboration. Yes? Yeah, human AI collaboration, yeah. So hiyo tumesema ni group. So Porsche na Toyota Sasa wacha tuone nani watakuwa speedy. Unajua sasa Lamborghini wamejichocha, sasa wacha tuone. Na pia John Ngeno anasema anataka kuingia sasa. Sasa nataka kwa group gani? You guys are going to have around 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So we're going to have 5 minutes. I think around 4 minutes are remaining. 4 minutes. Yeah, we have like 3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining. Success loves speed. Remaining.